And we say greetings, this is Kabanka Pyramid representing the Lion Voice vlog. Make sure that them check it out and stay tuned. See? Ras Tafari blessings every time.
I will never stop, hail the Most High, and I will never stop, call Ras Tafari. Blessed love, this is Kushite representing for the Lion's Voice. We are here to tell our own story. Ras Tafari.
For reggae, I would say right now it's Lila Ike and
Mm-hmm.
Rasai, Samori I.
Okay.
I heard that Chronix is coming out with a new
Yes,
album,
new
Exile.
album. Yes, we're looking forward to that.
Protege,
Yes.
um, many other artists. I can't say all of them from off of the top of my head, but I can tell you that those artists are really great. They're
Yeah,
they're
man.
mastering their craft every day. It was based off. Firstly, it was based off the song Old Marcus Garvey. So in seeing the chorus, I used the chorus to emulate from the Burning Spear song Old Marcus Garvey into creating my song Words of Garvey. Um, at first, it was my father who came to me and said to me that um, you should write a song about Marcus Garvey, and
Yes.
literally, it was a task to me because um even in the song, and reflecting even on the original song where he was saying, "No one remember old Marcus Garvey." I
Yes.
found it as a task where I couldn't even think of any information in the top of my head
Wow.
to say about Marcus Garvey. So I had to be educating myself about and placing knowledge in my head and
Yes.
researching knowledge to write the song.
The year is 1892, and the land of Ethiopia has been experiencing 4 years of terrible famine and drought. They call it the Kikuken, or the Evil Days. At least one-third of the human population and 90% of the cattle have died. The hyenas have feasted on so many carcasses that they have become overweight and barely able to move. Just when the people could take no more of the evil days, a woman named Wasiro Yeshimebe is giving birth in a place called Ergersa Gora. This is her 9th attempt to bring forth new life. Her previous 8 attempts only resulted in death. Will this child live? Thankfully, a healthy baby boy is born. His first cries are drowned by thunder and lightning flashes across the night sky. The heavens open up and torrential rain starts to fall. Ethiopia's drought is over, and the baby boy is given the name Jabara, meaning one to be feared or respected. Lishtafara's father, Ras Makonnen, is a very important man in 1892 Ethiopia. Although he is overjoyed at the birth of his newborn son, he cannot spend much time with him. Ras Makonnen is the governor of Harar and must get back to the famous walled city to deal with its affairs. Furthermore, he is the foreign minister of Ethiopia, and having traveled to different places in Europe, he is very aware of the material and military advances they have made and the looming threats they pose to his country. Ras Makonnen knows that the majority of Ethiopians have no idea what is coming, and that he has to work that much harder to secure the realm. Lish Tafari would grow up to become the legendary emperor, Haile Selassie I. To understand his journey, we must first understand the Ethiopia that he was inheriting and what it was like when he was born in 1892. Get your copy of Kwesi Bansu's book, Haile Selassie I, Ethiopia, Volume 1, The Rise of the Priestly Warrior Kings, and increase your knowledge about the history, politics, and culture of Ethiopia in 1892, and how it connects to the rest of African and world history at the time. Haile Selassie I, Ethiopia, Volume 1 is available for purchase at www.bookmanexpress.pub. Please visit for more information.
I could say that my preference was led by the music that I listen. So my influences mainly come from Protege, Chronix,
Okay.
and those type of artists, and the legends and the icons of reggae
Yeah.
music.
I love it.
And I'm listening more of reggae music, and I can't say I haven't listened any of the dancehall songs, but I can't say that I would produce them myself into singing, because it would be it would feel out of place for me to be singing a song that doesn't suit my spirituality or my culture or my understanding of who I am.
Mm.
So that is my my selection in why I choose to do so. And there are other ways to do it, because you have, um if I could say, a song that Protege sings about, how, like sexuality and all of those stuff. But
Hmm.
there's a right way to do it and a wrong way to do it. And you can show seductiveness in other ways, instead of being all brawling about it, and
Yes, yes.
be more using double entendres to make your songs even seem more catchy, or even be able to sing by
Yeah.
somebody else.
Yeah, I say sex is not slackness, Talking about these things is
Mhm.
because life, but it's how you reason about it, what I mean, how you
Yeah.
put it forward, because we don't want music that don't have no lovers rock, that don't have no spiciness, where, there's a time and
Definitely.
place, what I mean, but
Hmm.
the thing get too drastic, what I mean, and out of
Yeah.
character. That is what we are not against. But I love the fact that you say you're influenced by the Protege, the Chronics, that reggae revival era. I
Mhm.
witnessed it, and to see that the impact, because one of the things I tell people is that there is a great impact, the music and the eye is a product. And I asked the eye off camera, do you identify as Rastafari? And the eye said, no, you're just conscious. So I want the audience to be clear. This is not a brethren where I declare His Majesty. However, he's chosen consciousness, and he might call upon Rastafari artists. So um the eye have to be supported, encouraged, and cultivated, continue to because we want to see more of the eye in a Jamaica. Um,
Definitely.
Talk to us about, and I ask all young adults these questions is, who are some of the dancehall artists that right now that I find Irie, and then who are some of the reggae artists? Because most of us are in my age group, we don't know the younger artists. We don't know none of the name them. So I'm sending my audience now to go do some homework. So give us some of the dancehall artists that I think have talent and skill, and some of the reggae artists.
Um, I would say it's a task to even select even any dancehall artist, because I think it's not necessarily that I don't know any, but
Yeah.
is a question of, do I continuously listen?
If
But I can
you
say
don't
that,
listen to them, that's fine. That's fine. I'm not gonna
yeah,
force it
yeah,
to
but
respond.
I can say that from what I've been seeing in the limelight, or
Yes.
what I've observed, is that artists like Massacre, or
Yes.
Asian, and those artists, and
Hmm.
even artists by Pablo YG. I've heard some of the songs, but I don't I, I don't necessarily gravitate to necessarily the lyrics, but
Yes.
necessarily the flow of what he's using, or whatever like
Yes.
that.
Yes. He have
Because
talent. He has
even
talent. But the talent gone somewhere else. Yes. Overs.
definitely, because I even remember at a point where um Skillibeng, I can say
Yes.
Skillibeng, literally Skillibeng sang a song with Lila Ike, and that
Yes.
song was very impactful, and that song was very um empowering, I should say, as a
Yes.
dancehall artist to collaborate with a reggae artist,
Yes.
and to see that persons love that song as well. And for reggae, I would say right now it's Lila Ike and
Mm-hmm.
Rasai Samori I.
Okay.
Um, I heard that Chronix is coming out with a new
Yes.
album,
New
Exile.
album. Yes, we're looking forward to that.
Protege.
Yes.
Um, many other artists. I can't say all of them from off of the top of my head, but I can tell you that those artists are really really great.
Yeah,
They're
man.
mastering their craft every day.
No, they're definitely Leela Ike is a generational talent. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? That's a once in a generation, them type of talent that pass through in our earth.
Mhm.
And you have others, you know. Um, but yeah, man, we encourage all of those artists that you call to continue um, to raise the banner. Because as I said in the intro, I think Jamaica have a responsibility. You know, reggae
Mhm.
music have a responsibility globally to hold certain current and certain energy. You know, and
Yeah.
I love to see the eyes wise beyond your years. Talk to us about this song, Marcus Garvey. Why you choose to write a song about Marcus Garvey, the inspiration, and what that was all about.
One God, one aim, one destiny claim. Africa calling we name. Vision and be legendary. Emancipate us from mental slavery. Yo, embedded in your mind and knowledge is the key for chase your dream. Intelligence rule the land. Measure within eternity, yo. Word vision kept no sudden flight. Legendary Messiah Garvey keep the sky and God is our only limit. Marcus said, climbing the heights of liberty. No second nor cease. We have the banner red, black and green. Cause there will come a time when black people unify. Through the lies, through the fight, through the tribulations. Liberate your mind and live down you will find.
Well, it was based firstly it was based off the song Old Marcus Garvey. So in seeing the chorus, I used the chorus to emulate from the Burning Spear song Old Marcus Garvey into creating my song Words of Garvey. Um, at first, it was my father who came to me and said to me that um, you should write a song about Marcus Garvey, and
Yes.
literally, it was a task to me because um, even in the song and reflecting even on the original song where he was saying no one remember old Marcus Garvey. I
Yes.
found it as a task where I couldn't even think of any information in the top of my head
Wow.
to say about Marcus Garvey. So I had to be educating myself about and placing knowledge in my head and
Yes.
researching knowledge to write the song. And Words of Garvey was constructed in a way to not necessarily be a not be a history song, but
Mhm.
say exactly the words that he would mean in every word he has spoken. So
Yes.
in some of the songs you would hear like little phrases that Marcus Garvey would say. And I changed it up in my own way where I said, like embed it in your mind that knowledge is the key for chase the dream. Intelligence will rule the land. Ignorance will crush you flat. Measured within eternity, your heights of greatness. Were reached and kept no sudden flight were attained by great men. Legendary Messiah, God, we keep the fire blazing. The sky and God is our only limit wisdom we're craving. So parts of the song were just constructed around the words of what Garvey said in creating that song.
Yeah, Ras Tafari, Emperor Haile Selassie the first. Tell the people about embrace many. Well, even if the stars they fall and the moon turn into blood, well, through the coming while we stand tall, I will shower you with my love. And even when the people start ball, cause they see the city streets them flood, but when the hurricane blow down their wall, I'll be by your side and me nah budge. Think I found the love of a lifetime. I love you every day or the night time. Almighty, I made your light shine and unto I, your love was a lifeline. Think I found the love of a lifetime. I love you every day or the night time. Almighty, I made your light shine and unto I, that light was a lifeline. It seems like the world is upside down. I will never hide, I'd rather stand my ground. Lion of Judah blessed with the triple crown. Can't come fool I with no circus clown. Now fear no hurricane or the cyclone. Respect for Mama Earth with that embedded on me bone. That's why I will never leave you alone. Protect you from harm when the alarm sound. So even when the stars they fall and the moon turn into blood, to the coming war we stand tall. I will shower you with my love. And even when the people start ball, cause they see their city streets them flood, when the hurricane blow down our wall, I'll be by your side and me now budge. Think I found the love of a lifetime. I love you every day or the night time. The Almighty, I made your light shine and unto I, your light was a lifeline. I think I found the love of a lifetime. I love you every day or the night time. The Almighty, I made your light shine and unto I, your love was a lifeline. They say hurt people, maybe that's why Babylon them so evil. Maybe Babylon abused as a child. That's why them no like the light when you smile. That's why them no like how your body curve. The way how you dance get on Babylon nerve. Them no know how the Almighty you serve. Want to be a queen, so a king you deserve. And I'll be by your side when things get worse. When the city flood cause the dam just burst. When you can depend on no state or church. Firm like a Menin and Haile Selassie first.